We're on Eruvin, Perek Hey, Mishnah Hey. We're going to continue talking about measuring Eruvin Tchumin. Says the Mishnah, Ein modedin ella min hamumche. You can only measure from the mumche. There's a lot of perushim for what this means. But we'll use the Bartanuras. Mumche, adam habaki b'medida. I mean, you hire the expert who knows how to measure. That's how you measure. Okay, that's one interpretation, that you can only have an expert measure, which makes sense. The Gaon, I don't know who the Gaon is according to the Bartanura, but Peresh, Gaon Peresh Mumche, from the language Umacha al Yam Katef Yam Kineret. Macha means to, I don't know exactly what it means, Kolomar, Shemitkavim Limdor Tchumim Lechatchila, Mimakom HaShaveh V'Yashar. You measure from the straight place. Kadesh Lo Yehei Tzarich Lekader. So that means that you measure it. Remember we talked about if you had a hill, so I measure from the flat place. Don't measure from the place where you have to go up and down and measure from the feet to the head like we learned in the last Mishnah. That's another interpretation. There are others as well. In the little picture book that I have that I've been using, the mina mumche means he quotes Ein modin ela min hamumche. Okay, the Rabbeinu Chananel says derech yishara mechuvene keneged ha'ir. I mean, you measure from the outside of the city. You don't go away from the city and measure from here because you're going to get a worse measurement. Let's say you measure both sides of the city, and one side is more, and the other side is a little bit shorter, and that's not square. Then you go to the longer place, meaning you go to the longer side of the measurement. Let's say more than one person measured. Okay, you go to the longer one. Okay, look at the Bartanura. You have two corners, and one of them turns out is much longer. So which one do you measure you do the measurements? Let's go back to, I think we had a picture. Let's say you do the measurements, and it turns out that when you measure the 2,000 amot, so one of them you ended up here, and one of them you ended up here. So do you make it in, or do you make the measurement in or out? So the Mishnah says you go to the longer one. Afilu eved, afilu shivcha. Even if an eved or a shivcha says that they saw them mentioned, then the mention measured the long way. They're reliable. An eved or a shivcha are also reliable to say that that's where either they saw their measurements and that's where their measurement was. Why? Because here we're measuring the 2,000 amot. Remember, the 2,000 amot is the Rabbanan. So the greater that we can make it, the more will be mekil. And since this is the Rabbanan, we're always going to go on the more mekil, the longer measurement, rather than the short measurement. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, email me at rspolter@gmail.com. Let me move myself over. And we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha Ben Yitzchak. Common. Have a good day.